Hi there, it's Luke, also known as LG, and I'm here at the card house and we're going to open this wonderful thing. Box of the brand new War of the Spark set. Thanks very much to Kev for giving me this opportunity. Hopefully you all have fun. Without further ado, let's break into this bad boy. Bit of Liliana and Bolas, of course, on the art. And here they are, the packs. Alrighty, here we go. War of the Spark, the big one, the end game for Magic. Haven't had what set this big storyline wise since good old Apocalypse days. Bit of an improved naturalised there. Some uncommons. And what a way to start it off. Here we have the big guy himself, Bolas, Dragon God. He is the main enemy, the main cause of all this, and also a pretty damn good card, so yeah, that's a great one. Here's another good one. This is Khan, the Great Creator. This one's actually very popular for the Magic community, and this new one has a wonderful combo together with Microsynth Lattice. Shuts down pretty much everything your opponent can do, so that's a great thing. And we have a foil, Iron Boy. Jarni's Pridemate, got a reprint there. One of the bonds, combining two of the guilds together. And here's Tybalt, famous for being one of the worst planeswalkers in existence, but this new uncommon one's actually really quite a good card. And rare is Narset's Reversal. Nice copy effect. You have Emergence Zone, very popular potential addition for EDH decks, quietly, and the Elder Spell. This is the big one in terms of destroying all the planeswalkers. It's Bolas's big MacGuffin for the set. Here's the Wanderer, bit of an interesting one there. We're not quite sure who she is, but interesting character nonetheless. No actual name. And the rare is Tomic. This is a pretty good rare for Legacy. Here we have Vivian, Champion of the Wilds. Another nice planeswalker. How this set works, of course, is every single pack has a planeswalker in it. The planeswalker can be uncommon, rare, or mythic, and it replaces the slot. This pack we have a rare planeswalker, Nissa, who shakes the world. Really nice one for doubling up on your mana if you're all in green. So much for the planeswalker of this one, and Time Wipe. Have to say I was a bit concerned about the whole planeswalker theme when I first heard about it, but they've done it really well. Here we have Saheeli, who's just a really nice token generator when you cast non-creature spells, a bit like a young Pyromancer. And here we have Ajani, the Great-Hearted. Have to say I really like this set and how every single thing is a story mode. Speaking of story elements, here's a big one. Here's Gideon Blackblade, one of the main heroes in the set and one of the nicer mythics in the set. Really nice card there. Jiang Yangu Wildcrafter. This was the planeswalker from the Chinese planeswalkers set. Brought it back. Quite a nice mana ramp creature. And Ravnica at War. Good old Nahiri and Oath of Kaya. So yes, Kaya has joined the Guild Watch. This is her oath. Sort of really like this uncommon. It's got a really nice artsy feel to it, and it's also a pretty good card for EDH and the like. And here we have, oh, Niv Mizzet Reborn. Another big story element. You have the big old Izzet dragon, and now he's one of the few gold 5-color creatures. Very cool card. And, oh, this is our first foil, a mountain. Not so exciting. Oh, Paradise Druid. This is actually a really nice card. It's a hexproof creature that also gives you a multicolored mana ramp. Very nice. And Kasmina. This is a sort of new planeswalker that we haven't really seen before that's come in on this one. And rare is Tolsimir, Friend to Wolves. I really like this card. It's probably going to go into one of my EDH decks straight away. Lots of fun. Bit of life gain and a couple of creatures on the board. And here we have a really good foil to balance out our disappointing mountain from before. Liliana's Triumph. This card's going to see play in pretty much every format. It's a great instant speed edict effect. And it also has an upside with playing Lilianas, and everyone loves playing their Lilianas. Here we have Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord. Nice. Guy gives everything lifelink. Always a good fun effect in standard, limited, what have you. Oh, here's another big mythic. Ilhag, the Razeboar. This is a sort of sneak attack effect on a creature. I really like this one. It also balances out the Zombie Gods cycle. Oh, speaking of the Zombie God cycle, here's one. This is God Eternal Ronas. These are all quite cool. If you remember the Armonkit gods from before, they were killed by Bolas, and then he used their bodies to make these epic zombie gods. Should be a lot of fun. Another 2-volt. Here's Casualties of War. Pretty good card, especially for EDH. Reminds me a lot of Decimate, the old green-red card. Here's Dovin. Quite an annoying card to play against. And I can't really pronounce this one, but it's the Lost. And you have to love this guy. Started out as a meme. Was a little homunculus stuck in the art of a card, and people really loved it, so they kept putting him in the art, and now we have an actual legendary creature. It's not a bad one either. It's an Elvish Visionary with upside. So, good on Fluribip. Well, yet another zombie god. Seems to be a lot of mythics in this box. Quite good. This is God Eternal Oketra. This is quite nice. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you get a 4/4 black zombie warrior creature token with vigilance. So if you wait to turn 6 and play this with a 1-drop, you can straight away get a lot of bodies on the board. Very nice. And another foil, Loxodon Sergeant. This is one of my favourite uncommons from the set, Angras Rampage. Get to choose and make your opponent or target player sacrifice an artifact, a creature, or a planeswalker. Going to be very good, potentially in standard and modern. Here's Dreadhorde Invasion. Got a bit of a Bitter Blossom theme, but probably not quite as strong because you can only get one zombie army at a time. A second copy of Nissa Who Shakes the World. Do like this, it's a one-sided Vernal Bloom, so doubles your green mana when you tap forests. Very cool card. Really like the art on this one, Ashiok. and it's also a very powerful effect. It stops searching, and it also stops people's graveyards. So this is a very powerful hoser effect. Definitely going to see some sideboard play, maybe even some main deck play for Standard and Modern. And here we have Cranko. This guy can get out of hand pretty quick. You attack with it, gets a +1 counter, and then you get 2 goblins on the first time, and it just keeps going from there. Very cool card, one-man army. Here's Vraska. And Silent Submersible. Have to say, I think this one's a bit of a flavour fail. We have a submarine and it doesn't have Island Walk. Bit disappointed, but still pretty cool card. And the foil is Naga Eternal. Just a vanilla creature. This is going to be very good for you people playing in the pre-release. It's a good way to filter and allow you to play off-color planeswalkers. If you can pick up one of these in your sealed or in your draft and you want to play the planeswalker deck, definitely advise it. Island Cord. Not sure about the power level, but this is one of my favourite moments in the new set, Awakening of Vitu-Ghazi. And Nissa turns Vitu-Ghazi, the home of the Selesnya, into a great big monstrous elemental, and it then beats down. Really cool spell. Kiora is the uncommon planeswalker. And Spark Double. This card gives me some nightmares, I have to say. The idea of having 2 copies of your Teferi out in Standard. Yeah, that's not going to be much fun for your opponent. But still a really cool card, nice clone effect. And Mobilized District. Here we have a good old manland. This one gets cheaper for each legend planeswalker you control, which is pretty easy to meet, so you can get it down to costing nothing. So, one to look out for. I think this could make some inroads in Standard. Jaya, another uncommon planeswalker, and the aptly titled Massacre Girl. For this set, they've really gone all out, and pretty much every flavour text from the old Ravnica sets, all these little half-mentioned characters have come to their own. Massacre Girl's one of them. And here's another land. This set has a lot of colourless lands at rare, and this one's probably one of my favourites. Just proliferate. So if you're playing any counters deck or planeswalkers deck, and you can afford to play a colourless land, this is a lot of value. And speaking of Teferi, here's the new Teferi, Teferi Time Raveler. This one's probably going to be just about as annoying as the other Teferi. It stops you it stops your opponent casting instant speed spells and lets you cast your sorceries as though they had flash. So, really cool card. Really strong for control decks. Kaya, her uncommon form. Quite a nice hexproof killing thing, and has exile target creature as one of the effects. Only drawback being that she does cost 6. Still, really cool card, really great artwork. Bioessence Hydra is the rare. Gets bigger for all your planeswalkers. Not a bad Hydra. See how it goes in Standard. Neoform, this is actually a really powerful card. A lot like Eldritch Evolution, lets you one-up your creature cost cards. Teo the Shield Mage, maker of walls. The Donald Trump of the set, as it were. And Living Twister. Don't know about you guys, but this one really reminds me of good old Omnath from Zendikar. Oh, another Khan's Bastion. And, oh, our first foil Planeswalker. Unfortunately uncommon, but this is Arlen, Voice of the Pack in foil. Very cool if you want to do a werewolf tribal type deck. Another Oath of Kaya. And last pack. Can we expect anything big from this one? Let's slow roll it. I do love how we have a lot of the Planeswalkers card names in this, and everything tells a story. Reminds me a lot of Apocalypse. Oh, and here's good old Flibbleflip on the Totally Lost common. And Parhelion II. This is very expensive, but also very, very strong. Not quite sure where it's going to fall in constructed, but I'd love to have one at a pre-release. So, great card.